You know, everyone's life is totally different. Each of us is created with our own blessings, paths, and challenges. Some folks have high-paying jobs but are far away from their families. Others work close to home but barely make ends meet. There are those who shine in their careers with impressive salaries, yet they're drowning in debt. Then there are people with average incomes but no debts at all. Some live in small homes with lots of kids, while others have big houses but are still waiting for children. You might find someone with a stellar career who's still single, while another person is married but struggling in their job. Ever wonder why we sometimes feel unhappy? It's because we keep comparing our lives to others. We look at what we don't have and measure it against what they do. We see their smooth paths while ours are full of bumps and hills. We think their struggles are easy while ours feel like climbing a mountain. If we keep comparing, we'll never find peace. Everyone has their own battles to fight. Our paths might be rocky, but the type of rocks we face is what differs. Our problems are tough, but they just come in different forms. Sometimes we forget to be grateful for what we have. We overlook the fact that everything we have comes from a higher power. Blessings aren't just about money. They include good health, smart kids, loyal partners, a comfortable work environment, friendly neighbors, good friends, and parents who are still around. These are gifts from above that money can't buy. Don't think for a second that God is unfair. Just because someone else's life looks better doesn't mean it is. Remember, you can't judge someone's happiness from a single social media post compared to your entire day. That's just not fair. When we complain about our jobs, remember that for those who are unemployed, our jobs are their dreams. When we grumble about our noisy kids, those kids are what many women who can't have children wish for. That leaky little house of ours is a dream for those who have been displaced. Our modest wealth is a dream for those drowning in debt. So why not be thankful for what we have? Why not appreciate what's in front of us, no matter how little it may seem? Why are we so busy looking at others' happiness instead of creating our own? Why do we focus on others' blessings while ignoring our own? What's making us complain? Does complaining change our situation? Let's say we're going through a tough time right now. It hurts. But isn't it true that God always provides a way out with every problem? Don't dwell on complaints and issues. Our job is to find solutions. There won't be a way out if we keep whining and forget to be grateful. The key to finding solutions is clear thinking, and clear thinking comes from being grateful and sincere. Sure, sometimes life throws us curveballs that are hard to understand, but remember, if God creates sadness, He also creates happiness. Sadness and joy go hand in hand. God cares for us. It's just that we often forget to appreciate that. No matter how tough your journey is right now, when you wake up tomorrow, say thank you. Thank God for giving you another chance to see the morning sun. No suffering lasts forever, just like happiness doesn't, except for those who know how to be grateful. They'll always find joy. Being grateful is way more noble than constantly complaining and cursing our circumstances. When we practice gratitude, we free ourselves from anxiety and guilt. Enjoy everything you have right now. If you're sad, don't fall too hard. If you're happy, don't get too carried away. Always include gratitude in every moment of your life. Even if you're just wearing flip-flops, be thankful. Because those flip-flops are a dream for people who don't have feet. Sometimes we think other people's lives are way better than ours, but maybe they're struggling too. They just don't complain. The essence of life is all about how we perceive and view it. So take a deep breath. Be grateful for today's blessings. Smile and keep pushing forward. Happiness looks different for everyone. There's no one-size-fits-all definition for happiness. For you, happiness might be as simple as posting a picture with a cup of coffee. For someone else, it could be sharing a moment with their partner. Or maybe it's a beach day. But what makes you happy might not mean the same for someone else. Enjoying a cup of coffee might be great for you, but for someone who doesn't like coffee, it's not a measure of happiness. Being with a partner is wonderful for those who have one, but for those who don't, it's not the key to happiness. And sure, being at the beach is bliss for you, but if it's far from Wi-Fi or phone signal, it might not be so great. Also, if you don't drink coffee, will you still be happy? If you don't have a partner, will you be sad forever? If you're not at the beach, will you always feel down? If your answer is that you want to be happy all the time, then stop placing your happiness in someone, something, or someplace. Put your happiness within yourself. Happiness can come in any situation if it's already in your heart. Even if you're in prison, if happiness is in your heart, the prison can only confine your body, not your spirit. Even if you're broke, if happiness is in your heart, you'll always find joy. Even if you're at your lowest, if you keep your heart happy, you'll get through it. So, happiness isn't exactly simple. It's something you have to work for. Don't think happiness is easy when you're facing problems. Don't assume it's simple when you're heartbroken. Don't believe it's a walk in the park when you're hit with misfortune. But happiness is our right. We deserve to be happy, no matter the circumstances. That's why I say happiness isn't simple. It's a struggle. Whatever makes you happy, fight for it. And whatever brings you down, let it go. You're the one who decides your happiness and sadness. No one else can choose that for you. Fight for your happiness, but don't take it away from others. Fight for your happiness, but don't hurt anyone in the process. Fight for your happiness as long as it's the right kind of fight. Work on eliminating the sickness of being happy when others are down and feeling miserable when others are happy. Don't begrudge others' happiness because karma is real. Don't underestimate the prayers of those you've hurt. The source of happiness is gratitude for what we have right now. Strive to always be grateful and happy. Once your heart is happy, don't forget to spread that joy to those you love. Because true happiness comes from making others happy. Happiness, it's not simple. It's a struggle. Keep it in your heart. There's an African proverb that says, when there are no enemies within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. It means our happiness comes from within. We need to look inside ourselves, not outside. Why do so many people search for happiness outside? Because the outside seems bright and appealing. But really, people don't have problems with what's outside. They struggle with gratitude, fear, hatred, greed, ego, laziness, and high expectations. All of that is within us. So, if we realize that our issues come from within, we should focus on fixing ourselves, not the things outside. We need to look inward, not outward. I believe that when we face external problems, they often stem from our own selves. What's bothering you? Unrequited love? Maybe your expectations are too high, low salary, There are plenty of people earning less than you. Maybe it's your gratitude that needs work. What's your issue? Plans that didn't pan out? Perhaps your fears are too intense. Stuck in a rut? Maybe it's due to laziness. Not getting along with someone? Do they feel the same? Maybe your hatred is too strong. Or what about family issues, kids, spouses, or others? Maybe your ego is too inflated. So, for all the problems you're facing now, don't look for the cause outside. Look within yourself. Negative feelings like anxiety, fear, anger, and guilt can cloud our perspective on problems. They can make it hard to tackle those issues. That's why, to deal with our internal struggles, we need to change how we view those problems. Here's what you can do. First, learn to understand and accept your feelings. Recognize that negative emotions are normal and okay. Don't be afraid to acknowledge them. Feelings of hate, anger, disappointment, heartbreak are very human. Accept those feelings and make peace with them. Next, try to see the problem from a different angle. Look for solutions and alternatives instead of getting stuck on one viewpoint. Once you find various perspectives, practice thinking positively and seek the good in every situation. This will help you approach problems more openly and ultimately give you a better outlook. Finally, work on maintaining emotional stability and focus on solving the issues. Don't get swept away by feelings. Concentrate on the positives and find solutions. Remember, all the problems that come from within can be tackled with effort and hard work from yourself. Those who live happily are the ones who can turn problems into wisdom. Trust this. No matter how heavy the burden you're carrying right now, it will never exceed your capacity. So when problems arise, stop looking for an escape route. Instead, look within yourself, because that's where the answers lie.